What's up? It's your boy, the dude with the Viking tattoo. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to crush office job depression. So getting right into it, the first thing I would tell you to do is to get a hobby. You know, working Monday through Friday in office 40 plus hours a week can get very repetitive. And when you're put in repetitive situations, you will fall into bad habits and your brain will just be in a more depressive state. So you want to have something that can liven up your week, whether it's a trivia night, meeting friends for dinner once a week at a certain restaurant. For me, physical activity is very important. You want to make the gym a priority. I mean, you don't have to go crazy or anything, but if you can get to the gym 3 or 4 days a week, it'll have a drastic effect on your psyche. You'll have more energy, you'll be less lethargic, and it'll kind of get you in that mode of productivity outside of work. Another tip I would have is keeping your house clean. There's many articles online that'll say your environment dictates your mind. So if you come home to a pile of dishes, dusty floors, you know, dirty clothes everywhere, full trash can, smelly trash can, rotten food, you know, that's all going to have an effect on you without you knowing it. Once you clean out your environment, you have a clean, happy, fresh home, you'll come home to a more welcoming environment and you'll overall be in a better mood when you're in that space. Another tip I would have is to avoid excessive amounts of coffee. When I first started at my office job, I would have probably almost a pot a day just to myself. You know, by 11 o'clock, I was wanting to sleep because I'd be crashing so hard from all the coffee. And it would make it harder to get up and get going in the morning. So all around, it's just not worth it. You know, try to limit yourself to 1 or 2 cups of coffee a day and avoid, you know, putting excessive amounts of creamer and sugar, like, because that can really add up. Not only calorically, but just you gotta worry about cavities and just your digestion in general. I would suggest black coffee or something with like non-dairy creamer just to keep your system in good shape and have more energy and a more restful sleep schedule, because you can really throw off your sleep schedule. If you're overstimulating yourself with caffeine, you'll be tired when you shouldn't be tired and you'll be awake when you are trying to wind down for the night. Another big issue is alcohol. I'm a proponent of alcohol on the weekends. It's a good way to unwind and relax. You don't want to make it a habit to go out during the week, even though it's tempting sometimes, because you'll get less sleep and you'll probably end up drinking more coffee the next morning and just eating crappier food throughout the day. It kind of just starts a downward spin. So if you can avoid drinking during the week, you can go crazy on a Friday or Saturday night, and even if you're hungover for half the day, it won't even be that bad because you have the day off anyway. So that way you can keep up with your friends, keep your social circle active. You don't have to stay in all the time. You can still go out and have a drink or two at dinner. You know, if you're going to be partying, keep the partying on the weekends, and it'll have a dramatic positive effect. Not only will your week go better, but also when you do get to party, you'll appreciate it more and you'll have a great time. And the last thing I would touch on is when you're at your office job, try to avoid browsing social media all day. I know you're trying to pass the time and kill the clock, but try to focus on work or tasks you can do, or even just talking to people around you in your space. Being on social media all day can have a negative effect on your brain. Studies have shown that the brain clings to negative much harder than it does to positive. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. It's good to keep up with your friends, but if you're just frantically checking it to pass the time, you'll just become jealous or, you know, less aware of the situation that you're in and kind of put your emphasis on the wrong things. It's not going to benefit your life in much way unless you're actively talking to your friends, but if you're just scrolling and trolling, it's not going to do you any good, and you can pass the time in more healthier ways. You know, do a lap around the building, inside of course, unless it's nice outside. Get some water, you know, stay hydrated, and just come back and get back to your work. You know, after work, it's much more rewarding to catch up on your social medias at night. Your brain will be more fresh and you won't be overstimulated through the day, so you'll get if you're on it all day, you'll get bored very easily because you're just in that loophole of check. You're just going through the 3 apps in a row like on rotation, like a revolver. So keep the stimulation important and productive as you can. I know people just want to chill out sometimes, but try to limit that, and overall it'll have a positive effect in your life. So I hope this video helped you out. I'll probably do more follow-up videos in the future of more specific things you can do, but I would say the big 3 are definitely avoiding coffee and energy drinks in excess, getting to the gym 3 to 4 days a week, and just leading a healthy lifestyle. I would also have your meals prepared. I didn't really touch on this earlier, but you know, if you have your meals prepared, you'll be less tempted to go to the vending machines or get fast food every day. You'll be at a much healthier weight, and your system will be much better and functioning like a well-oiled machine if you know what you're putting into it and you're prepared. So try not to go to bed without having your lunch made for the next day, or at least have a plan for a healthy lunch, and that way you don't derail your diet while you're still at work. You can have some cheat meals at home or go out to dinner with some friends. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll have some more next week. It's your boy, and I'm out.